Hi guys, Ian from footballboots.co.uk, and today we're talking about these. Yeah, 3D guys, so put on your glasses. Check these out. Now, they're 3D, they're pretty cool looking. They are the latest camo from Puma. All right, these are the evoSPEED SLs. SL super light, okay? It's a pretty windy day, so I'll make sure I hold on to this carefully. We don't want it to blow away or anything. They are, oh, see? I'm not joking, they actually are pretty light. They weigh pretty much 100 grams. Originally rumors were talking about them weighing 97 grams. Now the stat sheets we're seeing say they run in at 103, but they are available in all normal people sizes. We're not talking a 99 gram F50 that was only available in 8.5, because if it went any bigger than that, it would have tipped 100 grams. These are 103 grams, and this is a size 10, 10.5 or something. So a very light football boot. And today I'm going to be giving you the rundown on this pair, all right? All right, so these boots have been launched in this 3D colorway, and it's a camo version, and there'll be a red and a blue version available for the official release, and you'll be able to get those. But these, you can just see the Pumas popping out of here, all sorts of different places. You got it on the tongue, all over the side, pretty much everywhere it says Puma somewhere, okay? And so yeah, red, blue, cyan for the colorway, a very unique upper, and probably one of my favorite uppers kind of design-wise that Puma have done recently with their camos. They kind of went out there a little bit after some of the the original evoSPEED 1 camos looked really good, and some of them went really out there, but they've kind of brought it back. I'm really a big fan of what they've done with this 3D design. You don't have to be wearing 3D glasses to appreciate these, especially in the bright sunshine. They really pop out nicely. Alright guys, so when a boot comes in weighing about 103 grams, you're not really expecting a lot from comfort and fit. Let's throw them on and see how they go. Narrow, I mean, narrow is the first thing I'd say to you about these. Second thing I'd say is, got to get the laces right. Cool thing about the laces, they've carried on the Puma design onto the laces, and I think that looks like a real nice touch. But yeah, they definitely fit very narrow, these. So if you've got wide feet, you're going to want to stay away from these, I'd say. I think they look good on feet, but it's very thin, this upper. Very thin indeed. Now you're going to feel like your foot is getting very close to the ball with these, just because it's such a thin upper. Doesn't feel too bad though. I mean, I'm a little surprised. Yes, it's narrow, but feels all right on my foot here. Nice and soft, pretty flexible. So it has got this thin and lightweight material, and I think breaking them in should be pretty easy. My main concern is you got this upper which is very soft, very flexible, and it's just the sole itself that might be a little bit stiff in comparison, but we'll see how we go. I'm going to run around a little bit in these now. Alright guys, this is just the boot flying around in the wind today, okay? So weight-wise, one of the lightest boots you're ever gonna see. Super light is definitely a good name for these, all right? The other thing is the upper itself, very thin, one of the thinnest uppers we've come across. That's the standout feature of these boots. If you want something light, you want something fast, this is what you're gonna be looking for. My concern is it's not going to last for a very long time. Even if you read the Puma marketing speak about these, they talk about you saving them for your best days, for your big games, for the days you want to be super fast. And I think that's because they're not going to last a huge amount of games for you. But if you want to be quick, then these are the lightest boots you can wear really at the moment. Right, so these are a little dirty from me wearing them in this test, but what you can see is if you look closely, there's this internal cage that goes on the upper, so it is more than one layer. You've got the outside layer here and then this internal layer that's running through here, and this runs up and then is tied into this extra. They've added a little bit extra layer around the eyelets for the laces. So there's just this internal extra bit where they've taken out some weight by cutting out these bits, but they've kept in the strength and the wrap of the upper with this internal cage. So that is just a little feature that you might not notice at first glance, but it is here on these boots. Right, one of the unique features of these boots is this 3-stud system at the heel here. One thing it does is it takes away a stud, which means you're going to lose some weight that you need to have on the boots. So obviously that's a benefit when they're trying to reduce the weight of the boots. Now, the other thing to consider is actually does have some benefits potentially in making you faster. Some of you may remember the Pele Trinity 3Es. Now, we don't have them with us here today, but what we will do is just throw up a shot now of the 3Es up against these in the studio, and you can see the two soles right next to each other. Very similar stud placements, very similar concept, and it was one of the real standout features of the Pele Trinity 3Es when they came out with their speed boot. Now, it's an asymmetrical stud geometry, and the idea is that it harnesses the natural midfoot motion. And the idea with that is it means that you get kind of the earliest possible force generation and acceleration from your foot. It's quite different to most of the boots you see today that have the 4 studs at the back, a symmetrical stud solution. Even the F50 Adizeros that had the 3 studs at the back, they were symmetrical in that if you split down the middle here, then it was mirrored, you know, like one side was the same as the other, so they were still symmetrical. Unlike these, that you've got the 2 on one side and the 1 on the other side. These rear kind of studs kind of mean that you should get a little bit of earlier ground contact, and you're going to get a bit more stability when you're going faster. And these ones at the forefoot are still going to give you good traction and good acceleration. The other thing is that having these 3 studs at the back, with the Pele Trinity boots, they talked a lot about how it was supposed to stop you from rolling your ankles as much. So very similar placement here. I would suggest that these would be likely to do exactly the same thing and give you that same benefit. Don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. So protection and durability wise, it's one of the major drawbacks of these boots. You're not going to get anything from these. Okay, protection wise, if somebody puts a stud onto your foot anywhere in and around here, it is going to hurt. There is nothing there to protect the top of your foot at all. Okay, so think about that. Think about the games you're playing in, if you're liable to, or even the position you're playing in. If you're liable to be in a lot of contact and you haven't got that pace to escape away from people, don't be considering these, because they're not going to help you out at all if you get clipped by somebody. Durability wise, as it's such a thin upper, I just can't see them lasting that long. It's just so thin that eventually I just could see that it's going to rip and tear in places, and possibly even a little bit of separation going on in and around the sole plate area here. But just overall, they're very flimsy. Yes, it's great for a speed boot, but I think Puma are right in their marketing when they say save them for your best days, the days you want to be really fast. Okay, save them for the cup final, save them for when your girlfriend's watching, all right, okay? Okay guys, overall verdict. I'm gonna tell you, Blake wants me to tell you that these are not a boot to go for, that they're not very durable, they're not gonna last you, you're gonna get hurt whilst you're wearing them, somebody's gonna tread on you, all those kind of things. But I really like the look of them, and they are a really decent limited edition boot from Puma. I wouldn't necessarily say go and get the evoSPEED SLs in the red or the blue when they come out, because they're just gonna be a bog standard release, and they're gonna have everything I've told you about this pair today. Yes, they're the camo pair, but everything I've told you today is the same for the other general release SLs that are going to be more widely available. There's not anything extra you're getting with those apart from the design. This is just a camo version to camouflage that, but what you are getting with this camo version is that they do look very cool. There's only 500 pairs worldwide. You don't have to wear them for every game. That's what Puma are saying. I agree with that. Just save them. Nice little special occasion boot. It's a very nice little collector's boot if you're into collecting boots, if you're into having a real quality pair of boots just for those one-off little games and stuff, and you can afford to do that, then I say go ahead and get these, because they are pretty mint. They're not an everyday game boot, that's not what they're designed for, and I think Puma have done a very good job with the marketing for these. It's going to get everybody talking. They're nice, super lightweight. They're going to be talking about how light their boots are. We're going to have a regular evoSPEED release coming in a week or two about that, and that's going to be much more suitable for a lot of you to wear in games. It's going to have that same red or blue colorway that you're going to see on the evoSPEED SLs, and you're going to see a lot of players wearing them on the pitch. Alright guys, thanks for watching our review of these evoSPEED SLs in this beautiful camo colorway. Thanks for watching, really appreciate it. Hopefully you're subscribed. I bet you are, so thanks for that. Right, I'm keen to go and play some more football with these. See you later.